might not kill it. Yeah, I was going to say, if one of those misses, it's not going to die.
Orders.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to move up to get as many evasive chevrons as we can.
Receiving you.
I didn't really want to be... What is this turret? We don't even know what that turret is. You know what? We're going to go for gold here. We're going to go for gold.
Acknowledged.
Normally, I wouldn't move a mech directly into, like, 3 firing lines without a good reason, but if we can take out this turret generator, then technically none of those things should be able to fire.
Firing.
Great.
One less target.
Beautiful. Okay, so now you can see all the turrets are deactivated.
Got it.
Firing jump jet.
Hey, Army 12, what's up, buddy? All right.
Additional enemies detected.
Are you able to heal in this game? Well, between missions,
Commander?
you can repair your mechs back up to full. But there's no
Standing
in-game
by.
healing. There's no like mech. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, there is no medical mech or anything like that. How close are these guys up here? I think I want to set up a little ambush. Let's get these guys like over here.
Full throttle.
Does he have AC2s or 5s?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Here. Yeah. Let's utilize that little ledge for a bit of cover, just in case. We're not sure what this mech is walking up this path, so if it's a light mech, it could go super fast. In that case, he may be able to get in firing range in one turn if we're not lucky. Major Tom says, it's a tarp! It very well could be. I don't know about the secret ladder that heals my mechs. Oh, that's a really good point. In fact, I heard there's an SP item we can put on a mech to help increase its health every turn. I just need to put it on
Standing
Cohh.
by.
Let's put it up to here.
Orders.
Oh, that's gonna overheat him. You can see right down here. Damn. So apparently we don't have an overheat indicator when we're jumping. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Let's move.
Okay, reserve. Let's let them move first.
Holding for the right opportunity.
So what we're trying to do is make it so he can't move around this corner. Oh, he made it though. Damn it. I was hoping that he would be able to just not be able to get there, and then we can move all 4 of our guys right in front and just right in his face. Right in his face! Right in his dumb face, even. Okay, so let's do a move to here first. That's going to make sure we have a couple of chevrons, which will help in case we get focused. Now, our percentages here aren't great, but they're not bad. And there's no other targets, so... Hey, all 4 solid hits. Very nice. Okay, and we lost a chevron. Now, these guys shouldn't be able to do too much to us from their position because of this nice high ridge here. That was planned.
I hear ya.
All right, Miss Glitch. What are we doing? Let's jump you to... How are our percentages here? 70, 75, 75? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We have 2 chevrons? That's okay.
Here we go.
Oh, her PPC missed. She exposed the structure, which is great. But that PPC, that big blue cannon you saw, that's one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's basically like a sniper shot. Not super good at close range. In fact, it takes a pretty big penalty. but it's a very strong weapon when it hits. And once we start getting mechs with 2 of those on it, it's a glorious thing. What's our percentage here? 80-80? Oh, but I didn't look at my heat. We may not have enough. Oh, we do. We're fine. Boom! Nice. A little bit more structure damage there. So if we look at him, we can see that his head and his left torso are exposed. If we can get that left torso down, that has not only one of his big AC5 in it, but also the ammo for his AC5. So if we can destroy that torso... So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to do something called an inspiration attack. Now what this does is it lets us not exactly target a part, but it gives us a higher percentage of our things hitting it. It's called a precision strike. So when we do this, you can see it brings up a called shot interface. We're going to select this, which gives it a 29% higher chance to focus it. We're going to click this guy here, called shot left torso, and we're going to try to blow up that weapon. Now see, it didn't necessarily hit... Oh, it actually did destroy the torso, which destroyed the arm, so we're good there. That worked exactly how we wanted. But one thing that's important to mention is when you do a called shot, it increases the chance of that area being hit. So when we hit the left torso, that also increased the chance of the center torso, the left arm, the head. It's like a circle. It's not an exact point, but you know, it's like a... It's an area that you're focusing.
Yes,
Decker... We're going to go ahead and take this shot.
Roger.
Oh, I should have moved him. You always want to move if you can. I should have moved him. Because now he's just sitting there without any evasive chevrons. Especially small mechs, you always want to move. Unless you have bulwark on a small mech, which isn't really the best idea in my opinion. Maybe there's purposes for that I haven't played with yet. But yeah, I really should have moved him. Now, thankfully, we'll be able to most likely kill this guy before it matters. Hopefully. We're going to take this big old shot right here.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Perfect. So that actually worked out. But yeah, for the record, that was a massive noob mistake. If you don't move your light mechs pretty much... Because they can get 4 chevrons from a basic move every turn, which makes them very hard to hit. So you want to be doing that every single
Commander.
turn. Let's see now. What do I want to do with you? Probably this. Will your heat be okay? Your heat's fine. Right, let's
Jumping.
do this. Is this game worth $40? Oh, this game is going to be worth a lot more than that to the right people. You're talking about a game that's not only fun, that has a huge amount of collectible... What's a good way to say it? There's a huge amount of stuff you can collect in this game. There's basically endless side missions that continually re-roll. There's a main story arc. This game has potentially hundreds of hours of content to the right people. So, yeah. And even if you play just the main story, apparently there's like 20 hours worth of stuff. So, yeah. And then, good God, if you're going to play this game like me, where I'm basically playing this like Mechimon, where, you know, I want to get all the mechs, you know, like I want to have a full fleet of Atlases, you know, like depending on how you play this game, there's a huge amount of time. By the way, good time to mention. First of all, you guys know I'm sponsored by GOG, and if you buy this game through GOG, through my link, you can help support the channel when you get it, which is awesome, and I appreciate it. But more importantly, if you buy this game off GOG, and you don't have to support the channel if you don't want to do this, you also get a free copy of Shadowrun Returns. So if you get BattleTech through GOG, you also get a copy of Shadowrun's Returns, which is awesome. So you can get that regardless if you want to support the channel or not. Don't worry about that. But if you get it off GOG, you get Shadowrun's Returns as well, which is an awesome game. One that I need to play, actually. I have not beaten that game. So, yeah, pretty cool. So if you're interested in picking it up, GOG is a good place to get it. Now, we're going to try to take this shot. 85-85. We should be able to do that.
On my way.
Boop.
Time to die.
Bam! There we go. Will I finish this game? Oh, yeah. Oh,
Jump
God,
out
yeah.
of vehicle.
Yes. Is this game comparable to the old Front Mission games? You know what, dude? I didn't play the old Front Mission game, but I keep hearing people compare it to it. So, yeah. LeftNet Omega says, is GOG another Steam? GOG is a Steam that you don't have to use the client. and more importantly, carries almost pretty much, I think every single product on GOG is DRM free, which is a very big deal to some people. So yeah, GOG is not only, it's on par with Steam in some ways better in my opinion, and then everything on it is DRM free. So yeah, but again, if you get the game, I'm happy. It doesn't matter where you get it. If you're playing BattleTech, I'm happy. Get it from my sponsor or don't. Just make sure you're playing BattleTech. Okay. So now we have to go destroy this corporate tower. Can we hit it from here? I don't think so. No, but we can hit it from right here. Have I played Frostpunk? Not yet. Only like the demo a while back. Yeah. Sure.
Engaging target.
Douche.
Target building destroyed.
Oh.
Great job, Commander. Double back to our client's platform. The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
Another really fun thing about this game is the massive skill cap. If you guys remember the first time I played this mission, I got one of my mechs destroyed. I didn't understand how to properly position them. I didn't know how to fire things properly. Like, the first time I played this mission without knowing what I was doing was a mess. Excuse me. It was terrible. And now here I am with, 10, 15 hours in the game, and not a single one of my mechs is exposed, and we're going to the last area. So if you're one of those people that likes games that have a high kind of skill cap and understanding how to play it properly, this is the game for you.
Uh-huh.
Am I saying I'm a pro now? Oh no. I started at 0% and now I'm like 20%. I have so much to learn about this game. I'm not a pro. I just know how to play. Like, I know the rules of the game now. I'm still learning how to do that well, though. That is a completely different story.
Position confirmed.
I'm moving up everyone really slow right now.
I hear ya. Good.
I also want to make sure that our spider is not in the front. So let's get you up to here.
You betcha.
Get you over to here.
On the move.
Spider over here.
On the move.
What? Return your employer's platform. Okay, I'm trying. There we go. Brilliant work, Commander. We should have no trouble mopping up the other platforms now that their defenses are down. We got the job done. Speaking of which, I wasn't finished. These platforms won't do us much good if we can't hold them. Majesty Metals taught us that, so we're going to need your battle mechs. You're going to want to reconsider that. Why? Your lance has already been target locked by our turrets. Now power down and surrender, and we'll let you walk. Or try and fight, and we'll tear you to shreds. Your call. Well, there goes our goddamn payday. Hold tight, Commander. We're on our way. I like how nonchalantly he does that. Well, looks like we got betrayed. Oh, well.
Receiving you.
Alright, so we're going to need to blast this turret first. But we need to move first. Got to get those chevrons we were talking about earlier. So we're going to move over to here. Now, we don't want to expose our back. So we're going to move to here. Make sure we're not exposing anything. We're not going to use our jump jets because I want to save that for potentially next turn. Oh, another thing I didn't mention. All mechs have front and rear armor. If you expose your back, you generally are exposing less armored sections. And if those get blasted through, your center torso is going to take the same amount of structural damage as it would from any other direction. So, yeah. Oh, we got a turret gen. Oh, perfect. Let's get this down.
Locked on target.
Now, unfortunately, a few of these things are going to... Oh, okay. They've got tanks coming in, too. Oh, God, not the coffin. Okay, good. Of all the mechs, not the coffin. Speaking of which, let's destroy you. We're going to disable the AC-2s because they're long-range weapons.
Engaging target.
Perfect.
Target building destroyed.
So that's going to take care of the turrets. We're going to take a hit most likely from here, but that's fine. Worth it to take the turrets out. Oh, wow. Nice.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay.
On my way.
We're exposing our back to the left one, but I'm hoping that won't be an issue. Also, we have full armor on our Vindicator, so we should be fine even if we take a beefy back hit. Giggity. 45%, but might as well.
Got it.
Ooh, not quite enough to kill it.
Orders. Ready for orders.
That'll do. Let's stick it right there.
Copy that.
Yeah, we were way too close to the PPC, but I mean, we had plenty of heat, so might as well just throw it in there, right?
Target acquired.
Does switching off certain weapons
Vehicle.
only decrease heat, or does it increase the damage of the other weapons? No. Disabling weapons only prevents them from firing and prevents the heat buildup from the associated weapon. Now, there are a certain type of weapons called AC or autocannons, and they actually suffer a penalty if you continue firing with them in return. So there are... Oh, of course the blackjack is exposed.
Warning.
Living up to your name,
Armor low.
Coffin. But the thing is with autocannons, if you fire them every turn, they get a penalty for rapid fire, so you can toggle them off to get the accuracy bonus. But that's, you know, that's about it if you want to do that. And thankfully, the bonus isn't too heavy with it. So.
Good to go.
Boop.
On it.
Bam! Yeah, and exactly, and it also saves ammo. Some
Vehicle
weapons
trash.
are projectile based, so they have a certain amount of nice. They have a certain amount of ammunition. Look at them focusing the coffin. They're so rude, man.
Warning. Armor low.
So rude. Go step on him. He's a jerk.
Engaging physical attack.
Oh yeah, Siberian. Thank you for mentioning it. We're actually playing the review copy. Yeah. So this technically the game comes out I think in a couple hours. I know, Meyer. You want another team meeting? Give the man a prize.
Mission success.
That went pretty well. We did get an expose on the coffin, but that's all right. One sec, Mike. Let me pass that along. Okay. What did we get exposed? Wait, what? Oh, I guess it auto-healed everything. Cool. Centurion says, are the TeamSpeak rooms still a thing? Oh yeah, for sure. Here we go. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it on the ass end of the frontier for 3 years now, and we're drowning in debt. I'm fully aware of our financial situation, Mayor, but I can't just conjure up new clients out of thin air. Cohh, do me a solid and back me up on this. Is this why you all made me your commander, so I could break up fights and review financial reports? If we're really that hard up for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. Let's do this. Top one. Yang. Damn right it is. It isn't like any of us wanted the job. Darius, could you walk us through the details of this trouble we're in? It might help if you broke things down point by point. Sure thing, Yang. Point 1, Mayor's right, we're in debt. Every C-bill we make technically belongs to the banks. Point 2, this corner of the frontier is a dead zone for merc work. There are clients, but they're terrible. That's just a fact. And that's it. There are no other points. What's our best case scenario? How many jobs will it take to repay the loans? Truthfully, I can't even say. We're in a pretty deep hole, and from where I'm standing, I don't see a whole lot of daylight. The thing is, these banks, and I use that word loosely, they don't want us to pay off our loans. They'll do whatever they can with us to keep us on the hook. Hit us with fees, jack up our interest rates, misfile our paperwork. I'm trying to find us a way out of this, but it's going to take time. And every day that passes, we accumulate more debt. If we're going to keep going like this, like we have been, we're screwed. So we're in a bad spot. What are we going to do about it? I don't see what else we can do, Cohh. I'm already serving up every legitimate contract I can find. Unless you want me to sidestep the Merc review board entirely. We'll do that then. Go around the MRB? No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a great way to wind up with a knife in your back. We just got betrayed on a board-certified contract, Yang. How much worse could it get? Plenty. What happens down there was an exception, boss. With uncertified jobs, it's the rule. Remind me again why we don't just skip town and head to a nicer corner of the periphery? Because the banks and the jump ship crews have an arrangement. Until we pay up, they're going to keep us on a short leash. That's a good reason. Look, Darius, Mayor's right. We need to start earning some real money, and we need to do it soon. It's only a matter of time before something breaks down that I can't fix with duct tape and good intention. My family was killed in a jump ship accident. Deferred maintenance was identified as the cause. I won't let that happen to us. And that was actually because we picked that background. Kind of interesting. You know what that means, Darius, and as much as the implications scare me, I've got to agree. Uncertified employers can be dangerous and all, but they ain't got nothing on entropy and neglect. It's settled then. I'll start digging for contracts outside of the MRB system. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out for the best. It isn't like we've got that much to lose. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job, and our prospects in this system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to a neighboring system and seeing what the review board has for us. With any luck, we might find enough work to keep us going until something better rolls in. The banks are holding our jump ship access hostage until we pay our debts. For now, we can only go between Urkrun and the nearby systems of Alloway, Bellefonds, and Detroit. Our top priority now needs to be finding work so we can raise cash. None of the contracts here are very good. I picked out the only viable one I could find, and it helpfully includes our travel fees as part of the deal. Come by the command center when you're ready to review it. Okay! Oh, this is so good! Okay, so first we're going to go to the captain's quarters and customize the company. Ahem. The coalition. Oh yeah. That's step one. All right, next. We gotta bring our thing back here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh yes, that looks so good. And then we gotta do silver, red, and black. Or maybe, yeah. Oh, that's good. Ooh. Let's go with that. All right. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Looking good. Hippie 80. I think you're my spirit animal. Okay. Now we're going to go to Mech Bay. Because we got some work to do, boys. All right. Let's see here. Boop. Boop. Let's do 30. Okay. So, we'll keep the AC2s, because I like the AC2s. We'll also get some AC2 ammo. Pop those in the legs. I do want to keep the heat. I do want to keep the jump jets. So we'll pop the jump jets down here too. There we go. I do want some lasers, but we need to make sure that that heat efficiency stays up. So maybe we'll just do like 3 instead of 4. And we'll add in... Oh, we're at 46 tons. Maybe we'll do this. That's not bad. I mean, we'd be dropping a couple lasers for more armor. But that's not bad. I think we can deal with that. Okay. Dropped a couple lasers for full armor. Oh, thanks, Barry. Okay, great. Thank you, thank you. Actually, though, you know what? Oh, I don't have an AC5. Shit. I was gonna throw on an AC5. No, we can do this better. Could add another heatsink. And then it could basically like alpha every turn and do the actually let's do that. Let's do that. We're gonna put another heatsink on here, and that'll give him great heat efficiency, so he'll have 4 lasers and 4 jump jets to work with, and an AC2 as well. Let's go with this for now. Okay. Cool. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of experimenting this playthrough. We need to make sure to use the stuff that we have down here, or we're just gonna waste time dismounting and mounting. There we go. Okay, I think this one can go. Yeah, great. Okay, there we go. Great. Okay, so let's try this. We'll give that a try. That's going to be significantly more armored and have better heat management. So that's good. I'm okay with this. Damn, 19 days for that? Okay, maybe we can't do all these right now. We'll just do the coffin for now. Jeez. Barracks. What do I want Cohh to do? I think Cohh is going to be our gunner. Let's get him this for the extra health first. And we'll also start working up gunner.
Mech warrior training complete.
What's
Behemoth,
up, boss?
you're good. Decker,
Ready for orders.
go ahead and get the guts. I like having everyone with extra health.
Training confirmed, Commander.
We'll save the rest of his
Waiting
experience
for
for
orders.
now. You're good.
Waiting for orders.
And you get the guts.
Training complete.
Okay. That one health can be the difference between a mech surviving a fight or dying. Like, it's a pretty big deal. Let's talk to Darius.
You've got questions? I have answers.
Now, I'm going to speed through these real quick because we already did these in the other one. But he's basically going to tell us about our debt situation, how the mercenary build got here, which, you know, we just kept getting screwed. Who are we in debt to? I want the names. Now we're talking about the commercial banks and stuff. I want to make sure we clear all these options so we see the new ones. There's also a lot of tutorial stuff that we've already done in here, which just tells us about all the stuff you're about to see me do, essentially. So we don't need to do too much about this. What intel do I get about a contract before I accept it? Oh my lord, there's so much info in here. So much good info. This is telling us about the different effects that the different planets can have, such as too hot, too cold. That affects our heat generation. What happens when people die, the mission difficulty, the reputation of various factions, which you can do in there, how important salvage is, which you'll see at the end of the different missions, negotiation, which you'll see here in just a second, actually. Okay, so that's clear. This is our finance tutorial. Finances are kind of interesting because this is how you lose the game. Basically, every month you have to pay X amount of space bucks. And if you run out of space bucks and you can't pay for that month, then essentially your playthrough ends. So that's kind of important. Mech warriors are the individual pilots. That's the place we were just in, where we were assigning the different stuff there. Mech warriors gain experience every mission. You can then delegate that between missions. Cool, cool, cool. And then events are very cool. These are little random events that happen when you're traveling. And depending on how you've spec'd your ship and the skills of your crewmates, different things can happen. And you'll see those a lot in our playthrough. Oh, now this stuff we never did. He used to work for the Arano Guard. It was more than just a deployment. It was a full campaign. High Lord Tamati gave us a job back in 19. We were supposed to be assisting Royal Guard to round up and eliminate a pirate clan on Fjaldr. Commander Markham thought it'd be easy money. Turned out to be anything but. We lost a dozen mech warriors in the 3 months of the Fjaldr campaign. Had to hose them out of their cockpits. Would have been more if it wasn't for Suraju. He saved our people's asses on more than one occasion, went out of his way to do it, and the thing is he didn't have to. We weren't under his protection. We were the hired help. Wow. A lot of people in Mastiff's position would have used us as cannon fodder, but that wasn't his way. He treated us as if we were his own. He was a good man, Cohh, as good as they come. Damn, dude. He was a hard worker with a hard life, too. I like this guy. He's good people. Okay, so that's good. We've exhausted his dialogue, which is great.
I'll see ya.
We've got like 2 or 3 people to exhaust dialogue with, and then we won't have to do this for like a long time in the game. So I'm just going ahead and getting this stuff done now.
You need some work done, Commander?
This is Yang. He's our mech bay guy. He basically tells us about speccing out the mechs, how we do it, how it takes time. Everything you just saw me doing with that mech, stripping all the armor, putting on the components, looking at the tonnage, looking at the different items, sorting through our storage, all that kind of stuff is just kind of comes with the game. Also, by the way, interesting point to mention while we're doing this. Every time we complete a mission, there's a chance we get salvage for a type of mech. If we get all 3 salvages from a specific type of mech, then we actually get that mech. So that's how you acquire new mechs in the game, is by acquiring salvage. You can also buy and sell salvage through the store. So that stuff's pretty cool too. And we'll be going to the store a little bit later. This is going into laser weapons, which use heat, ballistic weapons that use ammo, also difference between missile weapons, support weapons, things like that. Repairing damage. This is what we do between the missions. That's when you saw that 19 days when we were refitting our mech. That's what that is. Changing loadouts. Now that's what we did when we refit the mech. I can make a mech as heavy as I want? No. Every mech has a certain amount of tonnage and hard points that dictate what you can put on it. How do I know a mech is good in the first place? Well, some of them are just terrible and no one uses them. Take the coffin, for instance. They already finished God of War? I did. Okay, almost done. Heat stability and other stuff. Let's talk heat. Heat is the bane of my existence. How do you affect heat in combat? Well, you know, by not overheating. Good talk, good talk. How can I make a mech more heat efficient? Well, lots of ice. Lots of ice. Let's see. Let's talk about a mech stability. Stability is that yellow bar on the bottom of the mech. Missiles are very good at making mechs unstable. Different grounds and types of terrain they're standing on can also make them take more stability damage, or in some cases not take as much stability damage. But if they're on rough terrain, for instance, and get hit, then because they can't keep their balance as well, they'll actually take stability damage from smaller sources. Liquid cooling. There you go. All right, great. So we're totally good with Yang now. He's all set. We're going to talk to him a little bit about himself. The Crowley lizard cow. An edible reptile indigenous to the planet Bryant. Wait, what is this guy talking about? Okay. We're going to go through this real quick. I'm pretty sure we did all this in our other playthrough. I'm ready to get back to the fighting. Can you tell? I learned a lot from my time in the service. Got a first-hand view of the elitist bullshit that saturates Capellan culture, how it rewards highborn idiots in the common people's expense. Speaking as a thoroughly common man, that didn't sit right with me. When my tour was over, I walked away and never looked back. For what it's worth, I'm glad you walked away. You brought my mech back from the brink more than once. Way more than once, if memory serves. Still, I appreciate the kind words, and for what it's worth, I'm happy to be here. With this crew going career military would have been an enormous mistake. Cool. Okay. And we are all set with him.
Talk to you later.
Perfect, perfect. All right. So, let's go and get going on this contract.